In this video, I'm going to talk about backups. We've had a couple questions related to backups in the past couple of weeks, so I thought I'd do a video and explain how backups work in HomeManage. So basically, we've got local backups and internet backups. First, let's talk about local backups. So under the file menu here, you have three menu items related to local backups. One of these is Manage Backup Files, and what that does is it opens the default or the backup folder that's used by HomeManage, and in most cases, unless you change it, it's going to be My Documents HomeManage Backup. And now the backups are stored as regular zip files, so in most versions of Windows you can just double click on the zip file and see that what the backup does is it stores all the images, and then at the end it's going to store the data file as well. Yeah, right here. So you've got the data file, which contains all the text and images that are associated with the assets if you've added them. Okay, so now when I do a backup database under the file menu, I'm doing a local backup, and it's going to ask me where do I want to store it. Now in most cases you're just going to specify the backup folder, which is on your hard drive, but if you want to do it, you can always change that. You can specify that it goes to a USB folder, for USB drive, for example, and store it there, or you could put it pretty much anywhere you want to. Now under the file menu, we've also have a restore backup command, and what this does, okay, first of all, it's going to back up what you currently see, and the reason for that is it's going to replace the data file you're currently seeing in HomeManage. So to prevent any chance of mistake, we first do a backup of the data, okay, and the images. So we're just going to do a backup, and it's going to ask us, now it's going to ask us which backup file do we want to restore. So we can check by date here. You can see this is the backup we just made. Let's say we want to store a backup from April 18. We can do that and just click on that, and it'll restore that data file. But obviously you have to be careful with this feature. Now that's local backups. Next we're going to talk about internet backups. We've got two menu items for this. Under the tools menu, you have backup data to internet and restore from internet backup. And what this does is basically the same thing. It packages everything into a zip file, and it uploads the zip file to a secure location on the internet. And restore from internet backup does the same as the local restore. It takes that zip file from the internet and restores it locally to your HomeManage installation. Okay, so let me just add a couple things about local backup. First of all, let me go back to File, Manage Backup Files. So like I said, each one of these backups you've done is one file. It's a zip file, and you can treat them as any other files. You can send it to somebody. You can move it. Let's say I want to copy and paste this particular backup and put it on my USB flash drive, no problem. If you have older backups, let me sort by date. Let's say these are backups files you no longer need. There's no problem with deleting those, and they just, like I said, they're just a single file with all your text and image data within them. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.